This is an overwhelming privilege. I have to start with gratitude to our incredible staff who have been working tooth and nail to help make this moment happen. I think most of you know how lucky you are to have the team that we have here and their dedication to this congregation, to its mission, to its work, and to all of you. I have to thank my family, my father-in-law, whose birthday it is today. Happy birthday, Steve. A milestone, can I say the number? He's 70 today. Happy birthday, Steve. Yeah, that's good. My parents, aunts and uncles, cousins, my brother. At home, as a kid, I learned that Judaism was who I was. It wasn't an extra layer I put on. It was just part of who we were as people and the obligations that incurred. I said at the beginning, you don't know who's here? I know who's here. I know that my childhood rabbis are here. Ooh, first tears. Okay. There we go. Okay. My childhood rabbis are here. Rabbi Alan Katz and Rabbi Lisa Isis, and now Rabbi Jan Katz. They taught me Judaism that had intellectual rigor and a compassionate heart, that we had to study and learn, and that learning inspired the work that we do out in the world. Tomorrow, if you come when you come tomorrow night, if you don't know him already, you'll meet Rabbi Billy Dreskin, who I worked with for 3 years, who taught me joy and creativity, and that the responsibility of the congregation lies with the people, and that it's our job as rabbis to hear them and to lead with them. Tomorrow night, I don't know is Josh here yet? All right. Tomorrow morning and tomorrow night, you'll meet my friend Josh Fixler, who is a rabbi of wisdom and joy and humor, who ushered me through those years, and who together we explore and wonder and imagine what the future of the Jewish people brings. And you've met Rabbi Kadar and Cantor Jen Frost, who taught me to see the invisible, who taught me delusions of grandeur, that's our job. If it's as big as you, Karen would say, it's not big enough. The first time Karen and I met was interviews. We were at USC and we were at some divey college bar. I had whatever the lightest beer on tap was, so I didn't fall over. And she said something to me in that moment that has stuck with me and will stick with me the rest of my life. She said, your job is what you get paid for. Your work comes from heaven. I'm going to say it again, and you're going to remember it forever too. Your job is what you get paid for. Your work comes from heaven. My work is an unbelievable privilege to stand in and with community, to reach into the history and wisdom of our tradition, to share and reflect, to hear from you, to hear your voice as we dream and imagine what comes next. And you have to know, Scott and Susan said very lovely things. Every good idea I have actually comes from Gavi. No good sermon makes it to the bima without her first. And her wisdom and her wisdom and her patience and her love of my sweet little boys is what makes me able to be a rabbi. So to be a rabbi isn't different from being a person. Jason and Rabbi Fenster, it's the same person. It's just who I am, this incredible privilege that my work is to be a human with you, to listen to your voices. I remember standing here on June 30th, last service, and I shared that Rabbi Shira and Rabbi Thomas shared in their formal role as the senior rabbis of this congregation. I remember standing here and looking out at all of you, and it was this surreal feeling. I looked at you. I didn't know any of you. I knew the 12 who were on my search committee. Right? I looked at you and I thought, I don't know these people, but I know that I will love them. Overwhelming feeling. Felt on the high holidays too. And to stand here now and look at you, we're coming to know each other a little bit. We're coming to feel the love that we share because we're in sacred community together, because we agree to enter into a Brit Kodesh, into a sacred partnership. And I know that you're my next teachers. You who were inspired for a generation by Shira and Tom, with their innovation and creativity and their compassion, the heart that they brought to this place that makes it the special place that it is. You're my next teachers. In Vayakhel, in the Parsha this week, God says to Moses to seek out people who are chacham lev, who are smart-hearted. Seek out people who are smart-hearted to do the sacred work of building community. And as I stand here at this moment preparing for the work ahead, to begin this Brit Kodesh that we have together, to imagine and dream about the next 100 years that we'll share together, I know that we are full of chokhmei lev. You have wisdom and beauty and brilliance in your hearts. And our job, our shared sacred task, is to study our text and our tradition, to be in sacred relationship with each other, to look outside the windows at the world and wonder about our responsibility for us to find together the wisdom, the smart-heartedness that you have, so that this might be the place that we can build something sacred together. This is the privilege of a lifetime to stand here in this moment, to see you, to enter into covenant with you, and to dream with you about what's next. I don't know where we're going, but I'm really excited for that journey. Thank you. Thank you for sharing your lives and your families and your smart-heartedness, your compassion and your love with me. Kadima, we'll walk forward together.